Good morning, afternoon, evening. My name is Andrew Cleek, Customer Success Manager here at CEDES. I'm incredibly excited to host this webinar and show you how we can optimize elevator service with CEDES Elevate while going through a few of the new features we have. Before we get started, there are a few things we need to go through regarding the webinar. We'll keep everyone's camera and microphones off during the presentation, and we'll open them up at the end during a Q&A time. Please ask any questions you have using the Q&A function, the chat, or at the end of the webinar when we open it up. After the conclusion of the webinar, we will send you a copy for reference. If you have any other questions about CEDES Elevate or any of our other products, I'd be more than happy to discuss and chat about them anytime. My contact information is in this webinar, as well as LinkedIn and the CEDES website. So please don't hesitate to reach out if you would like to discuss further. All right, we have a few things to touch on today during our webinar. I'll give a short introduction about myself, and then we can get into the good stuff regarding detecting anomalies and shutdowns, how to prevent running on arrivals, maintenance advisories, as well as the new language support we have built into the dashboard. As I said before, my name is Andrew Cleek. Elevators are in my blood. I've been a third generation in my family to work in this industry. My grandfather retired from Dover Elevator. My father currently works for TK Elevator as a field troubleshooter. I started at TK Elevator while I was still in high school, originally working in IT and then quickly transitioning over to field engineering. During my almost 20 years at TK Elevator, I worked as a field engineer, technical writer, project manager, and finally as the manager of service technologies, overseeing support for their IoT program, as well as working with R&D to manufacture, distribute, and support diagnostic tools. I left TK and joined Relayer Incorporated as their technical director for Elevate. I came along as CEDES took on the Elevate product from Relayer and couldn't be more excited. CEDES is an incredible company, and I couldn't be more proud to be a part of it. All right, let's dig into the good stuff. For anyone who isn't familiar with Elevate, CEDES Elevate is an IoT hub for elevators. Elevate integrates with the door safety edges using a series of sensors to detect exactly what the elevator doors and cab are physically doing. As we know, doors are the biggest source of failure in regards to elevator downtime. Being able to detect exactly how the doors are performing, we are able to provide insights into their performance and potential failures. All of this centers around our EcomGuard product that acts as the hub for everything. This provides the cellular connectivity to the cloud. Being center point of connectivity allows us to also integrate with 2N's Centrio line of in-cab emergency communication, providing two-way voice and text, as well as support for an in-cab camera. We're also developing interfaces to Langer and Laumann door operators, providing in-depth door operator details. We're also proud to offer Field Boss integration soon, and we'll host another webinar to discuss that in detail. Elevate data is accessed via a web interface designed for both desktop and mobile views, allowing the user to view their Elevate data anywhere they have internet connectivity. There is also a customer-specific portal allowing your customers access to consolidated information relevant to their elevators. These are a few of the statistics regarding elevator downtime and failures and how Elevate can help alleviate some of those pain points. All right, let's get into the fun stuff. Detecting door anomalies. With Elevate being physically integrated with the doors, we're able to build a comprehensive profile of the physical performance of each door. These metrics are more than just door times. By using accelerometers, we are able to build a vibration profile of the car door and each landing door. From there, we can determine if the door is operating in a healthy state. But if we ever see that performance degrade, the user will be notified of this change in status. This can then be used to determine what needs to be looked at on the next service visit, or if severe enough, to prompt immediate intervention. This data can be visualized historically to give the user a better understanding of what may be going on and help enable them to correct the failure the first time, with the ultimate goal of preventing a customer callback altogether. There is no better level of service than showing up to a facility and indicating to the customer that you have been able to remotely detect a performance degradation and you are there to prevent a shutdown. Running on arrival calls can be very disruptive to your day. Using CEDES Elevate, if a customer contacts you stating they have some sort of failure, you will be able to immediately open up the Elevate dashboard and view what that specific elevator is doing. If an elevator is indeed down, you'll also be able to arrive prepared with insights as to what the elevator was doing before it failed. In line with preventing running on arrivals, using the CEDES Elevate dashboard, you'll be able to see if an elevator is down before a customer callback. By learning the traffic patterns of a specific elevator, Elevate is able to determine if an elevator is not running as it normally would in that given period. You're also able to compare it against its peers at that same facility to determine if it's just a reduced traffic due to other circumstances or if in fact the elevator is out of service. Maintenance advisories are a great new addition to the CEDES Elevate list of features. This handy tool enables your teams to focus their efforts where they are needed the most, in the most trafficked landings of your elevator. Using the Elevate dashboard, simply locate the unit that maintenance is to be performed on, and in the door performance section, expand the maintenance advisory. From there, you can see the most used floors for the time frame selected, knowing where to target and focus your time. With CEDES Elevate being a global product and the numerous languages spoken by our various customers, we now support additional languages. From any screen on the bottom of the Elevate dashboard, simply expand the drop-down and select the appropriate language you would like to use. The default language is based on the preferences of the customer and can be changed for each user and device. As we wrap up, I encourage you to reflect on the ideas we've explored today. The elevator challenges ahead may seem daunting. Integrating CEDES Elevate into your business's day-to-day can help alleviate these common pain points. I ask as you work through your day, ponder how CEDES Elevate can integrate and enhance your customers' experiences and elevator uptime. Thank you again for your time, and I look forward to discussing further with each of you. So we can open everything up. I know I kind of went through that pretty quick. But there, we had a good bit of content. So let's see if anybody has any questions. See if here we go, Q&A. There we go. All right, Santiago asks, can you please elaborate on specific examples on how this is driving better maintenance outcomes? So we do have, let's see if I can get them to show. So this was a case study that we had where we were noticing increased vibration within an elevator, specifically with roller guides. And as you can see, they had a pretty healthy amount of a medium level vibration as they were going into terminal landings. And we were able to reflect that information to the customer. They cleaned up the roller situation, and as you can see, these vibrations reduced significantly. We can also do that with the door rollers. So anything happening with the doors and the cab, we're able to see a vibration profile for, and you're able to kind of get a good idea as to what could be causing it. So you're a little prepared when you go out there. And yeah, it's very handy information. Do we have any other questions? Not sure. Give it a few more minutes here to see. Let me check the chat. All right. Well, again, I thank everybody for your time. By any way possible, you can reach out to me via LinkedIn, email, phone. I'd be more than happy to discuss how Elevate works, and yeah, we can set up a call and go through and introduce you to the product and what's involved and what the goals are. So thank you again for your time. Everybody have a great rest of your day. Wait, it says new posts. We want to see, okay, we can do a dashboard demo. Give me a second here. Let me stop this. Close this. That. All right. So we can do a little demo here of the dashboard. Now, the important thing to note here on this is that this is our demo environment. So you're going to see a couple of things that don't necessarily make sense, such as a hoist weight being 100 degrees. When you log into the Elevate dashboard, you'll have a quick overview of all of the elevators in your portfolio, and you'll be able to select whichever specific unit you're wanting to see. It takes you to an overview page showing just a high level of what that cab is doing. You get the shaft temperature and humidity. You get a rolling 24-hour window of what the rides are, elevator traffic, door performance. This is one of our great new features here showing elevator trends or the door trends. So the vibrations that we saw a little bit ago will show kind of a flat line. If that ever starts to degrade, this will turn orange, indicating that you're starting to have a performance degradation. Once you correct the action, then it will start going back green. You get a ride comfort, showing different levels of vibration throughout the hoistway. You get bumps for rail joints and things like that. We also can catch rollback. You get elevator traffic and passenger traffic. So you're able to see not only where the elevator is going itself, but passengers coming and going from the cab. We're able to detect maintenance rides. So when you go on inspection, we also keep all of this information historically. So the good one here is door vibrations. Again, I apologize because this is going to be a demo environment. But let's do this. There we go. So as you can see, with the accelerometer integrated into both of the safety edges, depending on how they're mounted, being like a center opening with both edges being dynamic, or a side slide where one's physically mounted to the cab and the other one's on the door, you'll be able to see different vibration profiles for each one. From there, you can kind of start to see what's happening. Are you having tension issues with your belts? Do you have a linkage issue, something mechanical going on, trash within the sill, information like that. And then again, you also get the number of cycles per floor, your elevator traffic. This is great for showing, when your most high use times are, great for planning and scheduling maintenance during lower use times. Vibrations per floor. So we classify vibrations as to low, medium, and high. And as you will typically see them more on the terminals, right, as the car is slowing down, going into a terminal. But you'll be able to detect, rail jobs that need to be cleaned up, roller guides, slide guides, things of that nature. I know that's probably a very quick overview. I tend to be more technical than sales, so I apologize. But yeah, any more questions show up here? I don't think so. All right. Well, with that, again, I thank everybody for your time, and please reach out. I would love to discuss Elevate with you further. Everybody have a great day and be safe. All right.